4, 3, 2, 1.
Studio Classroom is Studio Classroom is on the air.
Well, hello friends, and thank you for joining us today here at Studio Classroom on the air. My name is Gabe, and I hope you're ready to learn something new today.
I know I am. My name is Anne-Marie. We have a very exciting lesson for you all today. But first, I want to ask Gabe a question.
All right.
Do you like playing games?
A simple yes or no question, so a simple yes will do, right? I love games.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I, for one, also love playing games because it allows me to spend time with friends and build relationships with them.
You know, building relationships with friends, that's exactly what we're going to learn about today in a lesson called Paintball.
Wow. Paintball.
Yeah.
Isn't that a game where you run around and shoot each other? How is that a good way to build friendships?
It's a great question. We're about to find out. Are you ready, friends? Take out your magazines and let's get started.
Paintball. Build friendships while playing paintball and taking cover. What do you think of when you hear the word paintball? Some people think it's a rough game. Getting shot during a game hurts. But over the years, paintball has become very popular. Here are 5 good reasons why you should play the game with your friends. It's a team game. Teamwork is an important part of paintball. During a game, you have to cooperate with your teammates.
Hello everyone, welcome to Language Lab. I'm Jack. 今天要看的第一个字是形容词 rough。在文章里 ，rough 是指粗野、有暴力性的，而且是危险的。譬如说 ，Hillary doesn't want her son to play football because she thinks it is too rough for him. Hillary 不要她的儿子玩美式足球，因为她认为美式足球太危险了。Rough 也可以用来形容气候不佳，像是有狂风暴雨。According to the weather report, the weather is going to turn rough. 根据气象预测，天气将会变得很不好。我们也可以用 rough 来形容状况很艰难或是很辛苦的。例如 We had a rough trip. So many unfortunate things happened along the way. 我们的行程很不顺，一路上都有不幸的事情发生。接下来我们来看动词 cooperate。在文章里To cooperate 的意思是合作，譬如说 The neighbors cooperated and cleaned up the whole street. 邻居们互相合作，把整条街清理干净。或是 If the two departments cooperate, the job can be completed sooner. 如果2个部门一起合作，那项工作就可以快一点完成。To cooperate 也有配合、顺从或是乖乖听话的意思。例如The police are asking the residents in the apartment building to cooperate with the investigation. 警方要求整栋公寓的居民们配合警方的调查。Okay, let's get back to our teachers.
All right, friends, are you ready to get into our lesson about paintball today? Let's begin reading. It says here, build friendships while playing paintball and taking cover.
Taking cover. What do you think of when you hear those two words put together? Well, taking cover has a special meaning, friends. When you take cover, you are finding a place to be protected from something, especially something that might be painful or harmful. Cover sometimes has the idea of shelter above your head. but not always. You can take cover in many ways.
Well, when I think of taking cover, I usually think of taking cover from the weather.
Yeah,
If
that
it's
would be
raining
shelter.
or snowing, that's right. But that does usually have the connotation of having something over your head.
That's right. So you can take cover in a storm for
You can.
sure. Now, in a game, when you're taking cover, a game like paintball, I think of those things that you can use to kind of block people's bullets from coming at you.
All right, so maybe the cover in this case is in front of you, not
Exactly.
necessarily above you.
Exactly. So it could mean something different depending on the situation. But how does our lesson continue?
It says, what do you think of when you hear the word paintball? Well, that's a good question.
It is. What do you think of when? And actually, there's a related phrase that we want to teach you. It's great to have in your vocabulary. What comes to mind when? It basically means the same thing. What do you think of when you hear the word paintball?
Well, when I think of paintball, I think of running away, getting hit by paint bullets,
Yeah.
helmets,
You know-
gear.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. What do you think of?
Do you know what I think of?
What?
Pain.
Oh.
Just a single little word, pain. Yeah.
I think that's kind of the point that our author is making here. Usually we think of that, and in a minute we are going to find out what you should think of when you think of paintball, but I was thinking we could play a little game right now.
Oh, well, this is a game. Paintball is a wonderful game.
Right, but another game, a word association game. When you hear one word, what do you think of? Do you think of another word?
Very good. And let's use that sentence pattern. What comes to mind? Okay.
Okay, sure.
So this is the word association game. There are different ways to play this. How do you want to play it?
I'll pick a word first, and then we'll both write down on our whiteboards what comes to mind.
Okay.
Okay, and then next you can pick a word.
Do you want pink or green?
I want green.
You want
can
green?
have pink.
Okay, I will have pink.
Okay,
There
thank
you
you.
go. So you're going to choose a word. Go ahead. That's your
Yeah.
that's your marker. I got one right here.
Okay, got it.
Okay. So a word from the lesson.
Yeah, let me look.
And
Let me
so,
see.
friends,
Let me see.
you gotta play along too. Okay. When we say the word or whatever phrase, what word comes to your mind? Okay.
Okay, are you ready?
I think so.
I'm going to pick a short phrase.
Okay. Short phrase.
The short phrase is working together. What do you think of, or what comes to mind when you hear working together?
Okay. I have something written down over here, Anne-Marie. Do you have your word written down?
Almost.
Okay. Well, let's go on the count of three. Here we go,
Okay.
friends. What did you think of? What comes to your mind when you think of the phrase working together? 1, 2, 3. Classmates.
Oh,
What do you think of?
I had cooperation.
Oh, cooperation. Good. Well, it's important if you're doing a class project, you got to cooperate. You're working together,
That's
right?
very true.
Very
okay.
nice. Okay. My turn.
All right, your turn.
Okay. So what do you think of when you hear the word popular? Or what comes to your
Popular?
mind when you hear the word popular?
Oh.
Friends, what comes to your mind when you hear the word popular?
Okay. I've got it.
You got one?
Yep.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Pretty.
Pretty. I have school. I didn't.
Oh.
Yeah, because there's always like popular kids at school.
That's true.
And-
I guess when I was thinking of most kids who are popular that I've known have been very pretty.
Pretty or good looking,
Or good
right?
looking if it was a guy.
All right. Well, friends, what words did you think of when you heard the phrases? What was the first phrase? Working together, and also popular. The word association game is a pretty fun game to
It
play.
is fun. But let's get back into our text here. We read on here that some people think it, talking about paintball, is a rough game. Getting shot during a game hurts, but over the years, paintball has become very popular.
Yes, over the years. That's another way of saying throughout time. Okay, so not just in the course of 1 year, but over the course of many years.
That's right. Over the years, the siblings have become friends. That means it took them a while to get their relationship to where it needed to be, but now they are good friends.
Yeah, maybe you could think of another way to use that phrase, over the years. Over the years, your English got really good. Well, we continue here. Here are 5 good reasons why you should play the game with your friends. The first one is it's a team game. Teamwork is an important part of paintball.
During a game, you have to cooperate with your teammates. That was the word I chose earlier and wrote on my whiteboard. But right now, friends, we do want to go to our info cloud and learn about a new phrase today.
Welcome to InfoCloud. Recently, I watched a documentary about a famous composer with my kids.
How was it?
Well, I enjoyed it, but my kids said it was like watching paint dry.
Oh, so they weren't interested in the subject.
I guess 400-year-old composers aren't exciting to children.
But this phrase is fun to use. If you describe something as being like watching paint dry, that means you think it's boring.
Just think about if you paint a wall in your house white.
It takes several hours for the paint to dry.
But you won't see any dramatic changes. The wall stays white.
So sitting and watching paint dry isn't a fun activity.
We might hear someone use this as a comparison.
They will say they'd rather watch paint dry than do something else.
I'd rather watch paint dry than go to another math lecture.
Well, you're in luck because there's even an online video that shows 10 hours of paint drying.
Unbelievable.
Or you could tune in to InfoCloud. We promise that it's more fun than watching paint dry.
当你发现一件事情相当无聊的时候，除了用 boring， 还可以用 watch paint dry 来形容。这是一种很有趣的表达方式，因为 watch paint dry 就是看着油漆干掉。我们想想，那会是多么无聊的一件事情。通常油漆就放它风干就好了，不需要看着它。不过西方人就会很幽默的用 watch paint dry 来形容无聊的事情。Watching this documentary is like watching paint dry. 看这部纪录片就像等待油漆干掉那样无聊。意思就是超级无聊。如果要耍幽默到极点，你也可以说 I'd rather watch paint dry than watch this documentary. 我宁愿看着油漆干掉，也不愿看这一部纪录片。这就是今天的 InfoCloud， 我们下次云端见。
Studio Classroom is on the air.
Hi, friends.
Oops. Hi, friends. Welcome back to Studio Classroom. Gabe, I thought I was supposed to start.
I'm pretty sure that I was going to...
No. Well, I know. We can cooperate.
You know, our lesson did just teach us about teamwork and cooperation, so let's give it a try.
Okay, you do the first half, and I'll do the second half. Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Keep those magazines out. We have the second half of our lesson coming for you.
Let's get right into our second reading.
Cooperation.
You got it.
Paintball. Each member has to do their part to help the team win. And you always have to watch each other's backs. By working together, friendships can become stronger. It teaches problem solving. Paintball is a strategy game. One of the most popular ways to enjoy paintball is to play capture the flag. You enter the enemy base, steal their flag, and take it back to your base. So you need to think of ways to overcome difficulties. And that can help you face challenges in your daily life.
.好，接下来我们来看动词 overcome， To overcome 的意思就是解决或是克服。我们来看例句。Taylor finally overcame his fear of public speaking. Taylor 终于克服了对演讲的恐惧。或是 The students were encouraged to face their problems and learn to overcome them. 学生们受鼓励要面对问题，并学习去克服它们。To overcome 也有让人招架不住或是让人受不了的意思。譬如说 The widow was overcome by grief and could not be comforted. 那位寡妇悲伤不已，旁人安慰不了她。最后我们要看的字是 challenge。challenge 的意思就是挑战或是问题。譬如说 The young entrepreneur is not afraid of challenges. 年轻的企业家不怕面对挑战。Challenge 有考验的意思，比方说 The teacher decided to give her students a challenge. 老师决定要给他的学生一个考验。我们也可以用 challenge 来指邀请对方来挑战。譬如说 The winner from last year's tournament has decided to retire and will not take on any challenges. 去年比赛的冠军决定要退休，并且拒绝接受任何人的挑战。Okay, let's get back to our teachers.
All right, I'm all stretched. How about you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, good.
Good to
Friends,
go.
Our lesson mentions capture the flag, which is a pretty fun team game. So we thought we'd play it.
Let's play it right now.
Yeah, if you haven't played it before, this is how it works. There are two teams, and there's a flag on either team's side of the field.
Do you see the flag, friends? Usually it's hidden, but we have hidden it the best we can here today.
Yeah, it's that red flag right over there. So our goal is to get it onto our side of the field without getting caught by someone on the other team.
Right.
Do you
Don't
think we
get
can?
shot.
Don't get shot or don't get caught. Okay, so
Okay.
what should we do? Let's go.
Let's just get it.
Here we go.
Get the flag.
All right, let's go. Right
You
now.
check. Make sure no one's watching.
Nobody's watching.
Watch my back.
All right, I got your
Okay,
back.
okay,
Good?
okay.
Let's get take back
Got
to our
it?
side.
Okay, here we go, here we go.
Excellent.
Yes!
We got a point.
We caught the flag.
You know what, Anne-Marie? I think this game would probably be a little more fun and realistic if they were actually opponents.
That was way too easy.
It was too easy.
Okay.
And why are we wearing goggles?
The paintball guns, of course.
Ah, that's right.
Gotta protect your eyes.
If you're playing paintball, one way to play is with capture the flag, but capture the flag doesn't require a paintball gun or anything. You can actually just play capture the flag on a field
That's
somewhere.
very true. Well, let's learn a little bit more about that in our lesson here.
Oh, you mean we have a lesson to teach?
We have a lesson to teach. We can't just play capture the flag the whole time.
All right, go ahead, Anne-Marie.
Okay.
Take a seat.
I'm taking these goggles off because it is rather hard to see.
Really?
Yeah.
I kind of like
You
mine.
like yours?
I think they're fashionable. Yeah. Okay, well, friends, we do have something to learn here. There are a couple things we can learn. Anne-Marie, I think you just used the phrase, watch my back,
I
right?
did.
Good.
What does it mean to use that phrase? When you hear someone say that, what does it mean?
Let's talk about this. It does not mean to physically just use your eyes to look at your friend's back. No, what this means is that you are protecting your friend from harm.
That's right. It means to be careful in case somebody in paintball sneaks up on you, or in real life it could mean to make sure that nothing bad happens to your friend.
And that is the usage tip for this lesson, so you can learn more about it in your magazine. However, we want to take a look at something else here in this section, and that is to work together. It's kind of what it sounds like. You're cooperating with each other.
I have heard some people use this phrase incorrectly before.
What do you mean?
Well, they'll say working together and they mean they're co-workers.
Oh.
People who work together.
Now, Anne-Marie, is that incorrect or is just a different context? 'Cause-
You have to use it in the right context.
yeah, because I would say that I worked together with Anne-Marie.
Well, that's true. We do work together and
And-
work together.
Exactly. When
That's
we're at
true.
work, we're also working together. But yes, in paintball, you need to work together and cooperate. That's the meaning here. But
right.
this next section it teaches problem solving. We just talked about capture the flag and what that is. And part of this is it involves overcoming difficulties. To overcome a difficulty means to get through something difficult in your life.
That's right, friends. And in just a moment, we are going to watch some of our teachers attempt to overcome some difficulties in our SC challenge.
Friends, for today's SC challenge, we're going to play word scramble. But first, let's see who's playing with us.
Hi, I'm Manya.
And I'm Dave. Happy to be here.
And friends, they have some words in their hands that are all scrambled up. All of these words appear in your lesson, so you could try to guess along as well as they unscramble these words. Here's the challenge though. You have a minute and a half to unscramble 8 words. Do you think you can do it?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. All right, friends. Do you think you can do it? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. The first one is N-I-W, as you can see. Here's your hint. It is not N-I-W.
Oh, this one? It's got to be win.
Okay, win. The next one, G-L-A-F. Here's your hint. It represents your country. What do you think?
Oh, flag.
Very good. The next one, R-G-U-O-H. This is not nice or easy. It is...
Not nice, not easy.
Must be...
Not smooth.
Oh, not smooth. Rough.
All right, great job. The next one is M-B-E-E-M-R. This is part of a team. What do you think?
A team mate.
Part of a team.
Member.
Very nice. Member. Here we go. P-L-A-P-U-O-R. This is well-liked.
Well-liked.
Not quite famous, but well-liked.
Famous, but well-liked. Must be...
Oh, popular.
Excellent. We have K-R-O-W-M-A-E-T. This is doing something together.
Doing something together.
Like what we're doing now. We're on a team. Teamwork.
Exactly. The next one starts with the P. It is an extreme sport. It is... What do you think? We're talking about an article that you wrote, David. Oh, what's this about?
Paintball.
Okay, 3 more seconds for this letter C. It's part of your work right now, and time is up.
Challenge.
It is the challenge. Very nice job. Oh, friends, you were just over the time, but you know what? I'm going to give you half a point. Very good job. Thank you for joining me today. And friends, I'm sure you did a great job. That's all for today's SC Challenge.
All right, everybody, we are wrapping up the first day of our lesson about paintball. And I've been thinking a lot about the idea that games can help us build relationships.
Yeah, that's true. Not only that, but they can help us learn more about ourselves, too.
Oh, now that's a good point. Have you ever learned anything about yourself from playing games?
Yeah, I think that's one of the great things about playing games, like board game, anything from board games to sports of all kinds, is that you can learn something about yourself. And one thing I learned early on in life, Anne-Marie, is that I like to win every now and then.
Now and then.
Yes, I'm a competitive person. I don't mind losing sometimes, but if I lose all the time, I don't want to play that game anymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, I learned this early when I was in maybe 5th grade. There were a couple of really good soccer players in my class.
Okay.
And they formed a team, a group, and they didn't let anybody else in the group, and they became known as the Big Five, okay, the Big Five soccer players. It kind of affected me. Like, I actually enjoyed soccer earlier, but then when I realized I couldn't be as good as those guys, it was just like, well, I don't want to play soccer anymore.
Oh, well,
it's kind of sad.
That is kind of sad. I guess I kind of have a similar experience. I really enjoy playing board games. That's one of my favorite things to do with friends. And I have learned over the years that I am an extremely competitive person when it comes to board games.
It is the best to play with competitive people.
But see, I have a very specific strategy.
Yeah.
And if you ever play board games with me,
What's
don't
your
remember
strategy?
this.
Win always?
No, my strategy is to act like I'm losing.
Oh.
So people never think it's coming.
You know what
and
we
at
call,
the end,
friends, we have a special word for this kind of person. She is a hustler.
I always get it done when I play that way. People hate it, but
Yeah.
I can win when I play that way. That taught me a lot about myself when I realized that.
That is a great way to play. Interesting strategy there. Okay, well, friends, what have you learned about yourself through playing games or sports or something like that? Talk about that in English. We have more to learn about paintball next time right here on Studio
Classroom.
Last a lifetime. I am so proud to have you in my life. A good friend lasts a lifetime.